Oh shit! Now that's something that would really fucking suck. Getting your head crushed by an elephant. Oh shit. I'd like to take a moment to shout out these two channels, Honeybee and Disabled Vet's Perspective. Both of these channels strive and work hard to reach out to other like-minded channels and support the community. They both also do a damn fine job at combating the insane left, so they got my vote alright. Subscribe to Honeybee and Disabled Vet's Perspective. You won't be disappointed. And remember, don't forget. We got a whole lot of shit for you all this goddamn month. Well, every month they try to find some way new to try to fuck the current president of the United States in the ass. This time it was a bullshit collusion scandal involving the leader of the Ukraine. Apparently the Democrats are claiming that Donald Trump coerced the Ukrainian leader to look into Joe Biden's affairs and try to find some shit on him. Shouldn't have been too difficult, what with filthy old pedo Joe not having the best of reputations with children. Anyways, a big no-no for a standing president to request of another leader such a thing, especially considering he's an opposing candidate to next year's presidential election. The proof of this allegation, of course, has yet to be proven by anybody and is nothing more than mere continued speculation and mud-smearing from the left. The man could cure cancer tomorrow and they would still somehow find some reason to still hate him. And so we finally had our long-awaited federal election up here in Canada. Thank God. And let me tell you just how much of a goddamn shit show it was. Most of us, those of us that are smart, never voted for the bastard and awaited these 4 years hoping people would wise up and see what we'd been seeing, which was an idiot running the show, and have the sense to kick his ass out. Some saw that we have an idiot on our hands, and some, despite scandal after scandal, blatant hypocrisy, and all-around general asinine politically correct nonsense, still had their heads up their asses and voted for the prick. Likely again, as these are the same likely ones who voted for him in the first place. However, there is a small bright light at the end of the tunnel, as I said thank God earlier, considering the election luckily ended in a minority government for the Liberals. We managed to take away much of their power, but most importantly, we took away their nation-destroying stupid decision-making power, which was vital. We bought ourselves 2 years is what I keep saying. People say 4 years, but people forget that in the case of a minority government, it can trigger an election within 2 years. Not always, but most often does, and very likely will in this case. The question now is, how bipolar will Canadians be in 2 years from now to forget how much of an idiot we have running shit and God forbid may actually be dumb enough to vote for him again? We'll be back after these messages.
Winnebago Concepts and Engineering Departments have developed a multifunctional bathroom. Privacy, I don't even know what the fuck I'm reading. I wonder what the fuck the real dialogue is. What the fuck is this thing? All of the windshield, for fuck's sake. Fit the needs of a very diverse buyer segment. Why can't I remember? I wrote this stuff. What does the goddamn line say, Tony? What is the goddamn line? I don't give a shit what the line is. I fucked up the word rear. We got flies all over the fucking place. Son of a bitch. Get out of here, you fucking flies. Tony, give me a towel for just a minute, please. That... I gotta read it again because my mind is just a piece of shit this morning. The accoutrement that you will need. Accoutrement? What is that shit? I guess my mind is going again. Schmegeldeggle, what the fuck is... Fuck.
send me that email. I'm just gonna step in.
Oh, are you kidding me? Sorry. It says wet paint.
Yeah, just send me that email. I'm just gonna step in.
Oh.
And now, back to our show. So we finally got news regarding Jeffrey Epstein's supposed suicide. After over a month, a new New York medical examiner has ruled a high possibility of physical evidence linking to homicidal strangulation rather than by suicide. However, he did say that this would certainly have left DNA from the perpetrator, and so far none has been found. So far. As they say, there are still areas that DNA could be found. Some people say that they don't care how he died, and that he was a monster, and the world is better off without him. I agree with that entirely. However, I would prefer he'd been dead after we found out all the other important people who were involved. You know, those monsters. And finally this week, the head of ISIS, some fucking Arab guy whose name I can't even pronounce, was killed in an American-led ground assault. He wound up cornered in an underground tunnel with 3 of his kids in tow. He detonated a vest full of C4 and blew the 4 of them to bits. Good riddance. A real piece of shit to take his kids out with him like that, but hey, at least his wicked legacy won't continue now. We got 8 goddamn trailers this month. We finally got the trailer for Birds of Prey, the sequel to this DC Cinematic Universe's 2016 Suicide Squad, with Margot Robbie reprising her role as Harley Quinn. Based on the trailer, it's looking like she's gonna have a hell of a sore back after she carries this whole movie by herself. The movie looks a hell of a lot more like Harley Quinn and Friends, or Harley Quinn and the News or some shit. Also, we got another trailer for Bombshell, the other flavor of the month, also starring Margot Robbie. It's a movie about the women at Fox who set out to expose Rupert Murdoch. We got a trailer for The Gentleman, a movie about some gentlemen jerking about pretending to be something they're not. We also got a trailer for the new live-action Lady and the Tramp, just another Disney property getting the live-action treatment. We aren't surprised with what they'll come up with next, now are we? We got a trailer for Antlers, a horror film about antlers going right up your own ass. We also got a trailer for Bloodshot, a movie adaptation from an unknown comic about a dude becoming super white, programmed with nanobot technology and bloodshot red eyes. They got Vin Diesel, so their live-action Bloodshot looks like standard Vin Diesel. Doesn't look a thing like the comic character. I foresee this movie bombing hard. We also got a trailer for the remake of The Grudge. Christ, it's barely been 15 fucking years and they're already remaking it. Good God. And finally, we also got the final trailer for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. They're pulling out all the stops and shit for this one, I tell you, cause they really gotta produce a proper fucking ending to tie all 9 films together in a nice neat bow. Otherwise, people will lose their goddamn minds, and rightfully so. They better fucking redeem themselves from that last shit show, which was The Last Jedi. So do a fine job at shit to request another leader. Fuck! After a month! Fuck! So their live action blood... Fuck! And that ends another goddamn month. If you got any comments or ideas, I'd love to hear them. Now subscribe.